though is pretty simple. So
Sure.
this is reading the temperature right here.
Okay.
So as it relates to your entire home, the temperature that you're trying to reach is whatever it says right here. So obviously, it's going to be a different temperature upstairs or downstairs. So you just have to kind of figure out what that number is going to be the best for you. So when you're setting this, it should always be on auto. If you want to just circulate air, then turn that off
Okay.
and kick that on,
Okay.
and your fan will just run. It'll pull air there, and it'll blow air out of your registers.
Okay.
And that's it. So as it relates to heat or air conditioning, this is always set to auto. All right, and then if you want it on air conditioning, like we just had, you would set that temperature. So if that's at 7, below whatever that number is, it's going to kick
Cool.
on. And then once it reaches that number, it's going to kick off. Now I had that down to like what, 68, 67. You have to be really careful with that because an air conditioner, and I'll show you downstairs on the AC unit itself,
Okay.
they generate condensation. And you also have a compressor that's compressing Freon, making it cold in the coil pipes that create the condensation. It'll eventually get so cold that it'll start freezing that condensation. And then it just freezes and freezes and freezes, and then you'll notice that the system's blowing air, but you're not getting any cold air.
Okay.
Things like that can happen is if you take this thing and set it down and you want your home to be like, it's not going to get 66 degrees in here.
Okay.
I would question if it got 67,
Okay.
66 even. That's pretty cold for a system to run. It's going to use a lot of energy.
Okay.
And, so you don't want to just set it all the way down to cold. You kind of play with it a little bit and see what the temperature, you're trying to achieve is. Outside of that, for heat, same difference. So it's 71 here. If you wanted the heater to kick on, the heat's not going to kick on. The system might kick on, but you don't have any gas, so the heat's not going to come on.
Sure.
It's the same difference. So boom, heat on, it will turn on, turn it off in case I don't mess anything up. And then you can set this thing on the programming side. That's what the little tab that's missing is for.
Okay.
We'll get you one of those. If you want to have it set so certain temperature the AC comes
Yeah.
on, certain temperature the heat comes on, you can set the thermostat like
Okay.
that. And the other things that are really cool now is you can get rid of this thermostat. Have you seen like the Nests?
Have I
Look
seen-
up. It's called a Nest.
Okay.
Honeywell is actually I went to the International Builder Show in Vegas this year, and Honeywell's starting to compete with Nest.
Okay.
But Nest is really popular now. Look it up online.
Okay.
It's
Never heard of
NEST.
it. Okay.
And it's all dialed into like your smartphone.
Oh, sure.
So it starts to learn your habits. And everyone that I've heard that has it loves it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it knows like when you, the date, all those things, time, dates, starts to kind of learn your habits of when you turn the heat on, when you turn the air on. And as soon as you come home, it knows you're home because you have, somebody
Yeah.
have your phone with you.
Yep.
So really kind of
Cool.
cool if you want to get fancy.